In this video, I'm gonna show you the easiest and safest way to scrub in 3 steps. Look, being too fancy with your scrubs can get you in a pickle really quick, and I'm sure if you've tried it, you know what I'm talking about. But there's a very efficient way to scrub, and even Jet Lawrence himself, I would say 60% of the time, chooses this type of scrub over the more fancy Send It scrub. And so I call it the safe scrub, okay? The safe scrub, I've also mentioned in the past like the vet scrub, but let's face it, if Jet Lawrence is doing it, we can't coin it as the vet scrub. The safe scrub is going to be more of a soaking the bike up to you rather than turning the bike down and counting on the wheels to slide off the top of the jump face, which some people are really good at it and can do it, and 99 out of 100 times they do it perfect, but that one can really get you. Now, I think your odds of keeping the bike under you are a lot safer when you learn how to do the safe scrub over the Send It scrub, and we'll do a lap time comparison on our Instagram showing you the difference in speed, lap versus lap. It's not very much. All right, step 1, know the motion. Okay, we have to understand at slow speeds how to feel what the bike and body are doing together. And essentially, the body is meeting the bike at the top of the jump face. And what we're trying to do here is relieve pressure from the suspension so it's not getting as much rebound. So we're trying to basically get light in the wheels by letting the bike come up to us rather than driving through the jump face where we get an unload and more height. What that allows is the front end to kind of drive through the jump face without you having to do any fancy turns and sliding off the jump face and just risk the biscuit, okay? And so what I suggest is going on something really small, like a small single or a small roller. And I want you to think about, I want the bike to come up to me, but I want my body to stay level, right? So it's gonna look like this. We're riding, okay? We're riding, right? Bike comes up, bike goes away. All right, so the body maintains its space on a small 4-foot roller, but the bike comes to you and goes away from you. So you get the feel of what that rowing motion feels like. Step 2 is gonna be knowing the timing and understanding what jump face you can do it on. And a basic rule of thumb is you don't wanna do it on a very short, steep jump face because you're gonna get a kick. On those type of jump faces, which I have a whole nother video for, the hips gotta go back, not forward. On this, we're driving the hips to the front of the bike and kind of lightening the load like we talked about. So knowing your jump face, not on short and steep, at least not at first until you know exactly how to do it and exactly how to time it. Now let's talk about the timing on the jump face. Basically, the timing should be dictated on how fast you're going up and down. So on a jump face like we're about to go to over here, it's about a 10-foot jump face, a little longer than the bike. I'm gonna start moving at the bottom of the jump face, right? So my body's gonna start moving as the suspension would start compressing, and I'm gonna lighten the load and I'm gonna meet it at the top. Now you can do it faster. You can't do it much slower than what I'm gonna do it, but you can definitely do it faster. I just like the slow motion of it all. Number 3, we're in the air now, and I suggest working your way up to jumping full-size jumps. But now we're in the air, what do? Typically, if we're pushing weight forward, going off the top of the jump face, the front end's gonna have the tendency to go forward, go down, right? And so we wanna learn to do what we call a prevention rev, and we have other videos on that too. A prevention rev is just lightly hitting the throttle as soon as you leave the ground to get the bike to level out and not continue floating forward. What happens is whatever happens leaving the jump face is just gonna exaggerate through the whole arc of your jump if you don't have some sort of feedback. So I want you to do a little prevention rev just to get the bike to stop going forward and level out. And then I want you to relax because now we've rode the bike up to our bodies. And I want you to relax and let it float back out into a neutral position. Neutral position means knees are in the middle of the bike, arms are slightly bent, head still low, hips are back, right? We want to feel like we're in the middle of the bike, in the middle of the air, and then we would land on the gas, head moving forward.